Okay, so ever since I established or published a lot of videos in my YouTube channel, specifically about Advocate Teffo, a lot has happened. Sorry. So what is this lot that have happened? Well, I've got quite interesting things that I want us to discuss today. I want us to talk about how can we help Advocate Teffo from that situation. There has been a lot of suggestions that I'm going to share with you. Tell me what you disagree with or what you agree with. But according to everything that I've heard from people, it just boils down to two ways we can assist Advocate Teffo. What is happening? To those that don't know, let me give you a little bit of context. Advocate Teffo has been arrested ever since August 2023, the 1st of August, if I'm not mistaken, to be precise. I think it's the 1st of August, right? Stand to be corrected in terms of the date, but the month is August 2023. So, ever since then, he has never gotten gotten a bail. But here's what has been interesting. It is interesting to find out that his charges, they keep just going. You know what I'm saying? Old cases are being brought back. Old cases are being old cases are being added every now and again. He's being charged by this, and then whilst you're still thinking we are dealing with this, then then boom, other charges comes in. The question is, how can one assist? Before we talk about how we can assist, which is very important, it is also important, or it is very important for me to make you aware of the following. I've been told that the way these people have strategized around Advocate Teffo this is how they planned around this. They are saying if he get a bail, there's already, I don't know whether I should say warrant of arrest or what. He's gonna get a bail today. As he's walking out, he's gonna get arrested again. And that's what I'm saying. So I want you to think about this. At the back of your mind, you must have all of this. Have this in mind, and when we talk about helping him, then you must understand all of this, because then it plays a critical role in deciding how you're going to or how we are going to assist him. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so it has been said that there are police from the provincial level, or at the provincial level, that are waiting every time he's appearing for anything that has got to do with bail. They anticipate the possibility of him getting released. So what they do, they send them to say, he get a bail, you arrest him for these charges. The question that one has to ask is, we have what we have glorified as the best constitution in the world. So if indeed the constitution is as good as you think, or as they portray it, especially during the elections, the campaign for elections, they are busy telling us about the idea of a very good constitution that they drafted. Fine. But from where I'm seated, the constitution needs to be fair enough to say, you get charged, then there should be a period where we are saying from now until this period, you must have concluded your investigation about this person. You must be ready to prosecute the person. It can't be that the charges just keep adding, adding up. The charges just keep adding up. How fair is that? That's where I want you. Remember, we will talk about how we were going to help him and all this stuff, but I want you to think of it this way. How are you going to, for instance, you can come up with a method that is going to say, advocate, therefore, here is a bail. But then how are you going to deal with the situation where they are waiting for him, you release him from prison, they snap him, they arrest him for another charge? Here's my question. How are you going to deal with that? That's the first question. To those that wants to help him, I want you to think deeper before you attempt to help Advocate Teffo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't help Advocate Teffo, but I want you to think deeper. I say, how are you going to deal with the situation where charges just comes, they keep adding up? Because what is going to happen is the possibilities are you can get him out of prison today at 12 o'clock in afternoon. Tomorrow, 5 a.m., they are there to collect him. We are charging you for this one. Do you get what I'm saying? That is what we have heard from Teffo's wife, that there are people who are ready to charge him. And the second question, therefore, the first one led me to this one. If the Constitution is fair, August until this year, you haven't concluded the charges. How fair is the Constitution? Because I want us to think deep about the notion that the Constitution is fair. I want you to think deeper now. If that is true, and the Constitution is fair, how come it is allowed just for the charges? You just keep coming in. You know what I'm saying? Just keep coming in. I mean, up until this time, no, come on, guys. Shouldn't we have a period where we know what we're dealing with? Why charges just keep adding up every now and again? Shouldn't you learn that there's something fishy about everything here? Number 3, the people that are investigating the case of Teffo, some of the cases of Teffo, they have cases themselves, or there's a case pending against them. So opened by Teffo. So how are you going to you need to find a way how are you going to deal with that? Because those people are not willing to excuse themselves, even though there is a case pending against them, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's dilemma number 2. How do you deal with this? How do you call it a fair trial, a fair, is being tried fairly, if the people that are investigating you, there are cases pending against them? 3, there is an issue of IPED here. IPED, where a case was opened against the police. But IPED, up until today, have not investigated any of those, because the wife says, I know nothing. They've never called me, not even a single day. They are not interested to deal with my case. You know what I'm saying? So if then even IPED, they are not willing to assist in this case, how are you going to deal with that? So remember, I'm coming to the ways that I've suggested, but I'm highlighting facts here on the table. So you have this issue of him, right? We've got the issue of IPED that they're not willing to come to the party. Dilemma number 4, some lawyers don't want to be associated with Teffo. So the question is, if you want to help from a legal point of view, which lawyer is willing to put their name out there and assist Advocate Teffo, because most lawyers, they are afraid that you associate with Teffo, then the LPC is coming for you. And once you get struck off by the LPC, then you're not going to practice. So people are afraid because of such. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to draw everything that is possible, bring it here. That is a bit of a problem in solving this problem or this dilemma. Now, so it's the issue of lawyers. That's number 4. You've got the issue of lawyers. Some, not all lawyers. There are those that are brave enough that they are willing to assist no matter what. Then you've got the issue of issue number 5. Everyone that associate themselves with Advocate Teffo, it does not matter the capacity. You try to assist Advocate Teffo. You try to assist Advocate Teffo. They are coming for you. In other words, they are coming for people that are trying to associate with Teffo, right? Why I'm saying that? I am saying this to say there are people already who are associated with Teffo, who are trying to assist Teffo, and they are going for them. A lot has happened to those people, right? A lot. And trust you me when I say a lot has happened. So you've got problem number 5, where you can't associate with Teffo because they are coming for you. But then one person asked this question. I think it's Patricia Marshall. She said, so we have all these challenges. Do we then say, because of these challenges, we are unable to help? Do we fold our arms and say, we are not going to assist him because of these challenges? She's saying the conditions to be not to be conducive are created by individuals. Do we fold our arms and our hands and say, it is so difficult? Or you deal with these individuals, you face them, and you call them into order, and you try to solve the situation. Are you trying to solve this Teffo situation? She's like, no, she was speaking for herself. She's like, no, I am not going to back down in assisting Teffo. I will stand up. But I'm not talking about her alone. I'm just saying something that I remember that she said this phrase. So with that being said, other people have suggested 2 problems. Solutions, not problems. We are done with problems, because I was trying to paint this picture so you can understand what you are dealing with, right? What you are up against. All these 5 problems that I've named here are created by people who occupy serious positions in serious organizations. So you are dealing with people who have the resources here. You are dealing with people who have the equipment, right? You are dealing with people who are ready. The day they arrested him, they were ready for anybody that will come against them. With that being said, others then have suggested 2 routes. I want us to create a discussion. So when you start commenting, you understand the situation and then you propose a solution to deal with these 5 challenges. The first one was that there must be a protest. And somebody asked me and said, Bongan, you must organize a protest. And I said, I'm already a target. Now, you want me to organize a protest? So what will happen if they get hold of me? And because what we have seen is that you do not have to violate the Constitution for them to arrest you. What is going to happen is that as long as they hate you, they will find a case against you and they will arrest you. Even if there's no case, they will just keep you behind bars as long as they can. So what if as long as they can means 5 years? That means if I'm the one leading all of those things, what is going to happen is they have arrested the leader of the protest. People are saying, nope, there must be a protest that demonstrate these grievances to the authorities. Bring these to the authorities, right? Others then have suggested the second solution. That is, Bongan, you need Pegitele. Call Pegitele. Pegitele must be aware of the situation, but I'm saying, I don't think he's not aware of the situation. So what do you say when you call a minister such as Pegitele? Will he, look, okay, we can try, because this channel has about, look, we are now approaching 40,000. The question is he willing to entertain us? Are we that big that he's willing to entertain us, right? I don't know. We can try that option too. Then, after Pegitele, people then suggested that also Mr. Ronald Lamula must be informed about this. We must ask Ronald Lamula to say, come and assist in this situation. But then the question is he willing? You will remember the question. The reason I'm raising that point, it is because of the following. You must remember that Advocate Teffo has gone to a point of writing a letter to Ramaphosa, right? And at some point has made remarks that the case of Senzo Meyiwa, somehow the president is involved. Do you remember such remarks? And I'm building something here. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere. Because of that remarks, it means that Teffo is in bad blood. You understand? There's a bad blood between Teffo and the president. So you say, okay, Bongs, so how does that link with Pegitele and Ronald Lamula? And then I'm going to ask you a simple question. Which organization do they belong to? Figure that one out. Which organization do they belong to? You say, oh, ANC. Then who's the leader of ANC? Ramaphosa. So do you think they will do something that will displease their master if they like their jobs? They don't want to be reshuffled. Tara, I'm asking. You tell me. So some of this, I'm not saying it should not be tried, but I'm just making sure that I open your mind and stretch it to its maximum, so you can understand what you are up against here. Once that is settled, then every solution, it will make sense. Every solution that we shall suggest, it will make sense, but it has to, whatever solution you suggest, it must, that solution must at least address the problems at hand. These problems, now I think we're on problem number 6, that okay, this is now problem number 6, right? But then there's another problem. But also other people have suggested another route. So there's more into this, provided you're interested. So now that you understand these 6 to 7 challenges that I've just laid on the table, let me add another problem. Somebody said, I'm very worried. And I screenshotted that comment. If possible, I'm going to post it here. Somebody says, I'm very worried about Ntanzi and the other people. And then the concern was about the food being given by them. And now you'll understand how that it affects Teffo. This person was saying, I'm worried about the likes of Abo Ntanzi because also the food comes from them. Not long ago, there was, I will say, an intelligence report that said that it was unsafe for Bonga, and in fact, even as we speak, it is unsafe for Bongani Ntanzi to eat food that comes from these people. It is very unsafe, like seriously unsafe. So when you understand that it is unsafe for Ntanzi to eat food provided by the very people that somehow some of them do not like him, how safe it is or unsafe it is for advocate Teffo to eat their food, because right now people are not allowed to bring in food. Why? So that he can eat from the food provided by the correctional service. Do you understand that he is eating their food? The question is how safe it is for him to eat such food. That's problem probably number 8. So as you suggest, as you comment, your comment must speak to this. Your solution must speak to these problems that we have. Mind you, Teffo has not been found guilty. There's not been a sentence, because whatever sentence was handed over, it was dealt with. So currently there is no sentence that say he's now a prisoner, he must serve a particular sentence in there. I remember the 12 month that was suspended, so you can't count it as a sentence because it was suspended. So currently there's nothing that actually says that he must be, he's a fully member of the correctional service. He's now their property until probably a certain years. There's no such. But then he can't eat your food. He can only eat their food. How safe it is for him to continue eat from their food provided by them? That's the second question that I want to ask you. That's the 8th question. Now, let's come to another suggestion as well. The other suggestion was that since it has been difficult for Teffo to get bail right now, since it has been difficult for him to get bail from either a magistrate court or Hoshimamburu court, then I remember there was a comment that says this matter must now be taken to the Constitutional Court. That is where he's going to get a bail. And then to which I say, there is another dilemma at hand. Before Teffo got arrested, they first dealt with him financially. They dealt with that man financially. And I don't want to divulge more information about it, but I can tell you, they dealt with him financially. And then you say, Bongs, how is it that they deal with you financially? And I can simply say to you, there are many ways in which they use to deal with you financially, right? My lights here. Let me open my lights here. I don't know what's going on. Right, my lights. This is my light, guys. It just went off. So I'm using this light. It just went off. And so, you see, the beauty of a podcast. You can stop and address matters and continue because it's a podcast anyway. You see, because it's a podcast, now it is opening my secrets. And now you want to see what is in the back, what is at my back. No, don't worry. See, when they deal with you financially, I'll tell you, then I'll give an example about it. They dealt with me financially recently. There is an amount, that is that has been frozen in my other channel. They've frozen close to 45,000 in that channel because they decided to suspend the channel. So far, the channel, the money that has been frozen there, it's around 40 to 50,000 K on that channel that has been suspended. Right. So when they deal with you like in those ways. They find your source of income, and then they make sure that they close the source of income. You know what it does? Because when they have done that, then you are left vulnerable because there's now no capital to deal with them. Since they have dealt with you financially, you cannot fight them. Now they start dealing with you. Once they have dealt with you financially, they then deal with you now physically. So to say, in other words, I'm trying to say, they first dealt with him financially. And the wife will come one day and will tell you a story of, at some point, they were homeless. They dealt with them financially. So when you suggest, I want you to bring that, I want you to have that in mind, that Look, I'll give an example. The wife was saying at some point they had to pay 50,000 for him to be released. You see, it was a separate case, a separate scenario, separate, you know what I'm saying? Just a separate case. 50,000 was paid. Prior to that, 10,000 was paid for him. At some point, 10,000 was paid for him to get a bail. After that bail, there was another scenario where a 50,000 rand has to be paid for him to be released. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's already 60,000 that has gone to their system. They are dealing with him. But not only do they deal with him in that way, in that fashion, but they also dealt with him just making sure that he doesn't make money. In other words, wherever he's trying to make money, they close it. Wherever he's trying to make money, they close it. Then you will remember, I won't go deeper into certain matters because the wife, when she's free, I don't want to force her. I don't want to push her. I will allow her. The day she's free to speak, then we will speak. For now, she's not comfortable yet to explain. And she once said that if I were to explain what happened to Teffo, it's going to take me a full day to explain what happened to Teffo. And she's like, whatever I've said in your podcast, it's just this small. There's more that I haven't said. So they've dealt with Teffo financially. Now they dealt with him physically. This idea that this matter must be taken to the Constitutional Court, it is a good thing. Maybe. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying maybe. It's a good thing. But if we say we want that, that means, let me give an example about it. If you have 10,000 people, for instance, in my channel, we are close to 40,000, right? So if we have 10,000, maybe maybe at the end of, maybe by the time I upload this video, we will have been at 40,000. I don't know. But then let's say just 10,000 of those people. If you can have 10,000, just 10,000 alone, who can donate 200 rand from their pocket, we will then have the financial power to rescue the person. Right? If all of us, just 10,000, if we were to donate 200 rand, it will take us somewhere in terms of liberating the man. So I'm trying to say, when you suggest, you must also understand the financial implication or obligation to that. There's that financial obligation now. So do you understand that now not only am I saying we must help, but I'm trying to say, as we suggest ways and all the stuff, let's also understand that it comes with these problems. So whatever you are going to say, anything that you are going to say, it has to solve these problems. But then let's say, for instance, we win. We raise the money. Whosoever advocate that we get, we say, okay, we've got this advocate. We pay the advocate. Even if the advocate says, I know, guys, I'm going to do you a favor, because advocates are very expensive. They can charge you 50,000 rand just an hour. Let's say the advocate decides that, okay, I'm going to be merciful to you guys. I'm going to charge you 100,000 or 70,000 or 50,000 rand for that matter. I will handle the whole matter. Then we'll have to deal with the second problem now. The fact that he gets a bail at the Constitutional Court. They are waiting to arrest him for other charges. How then are you going to address the second problem? Because you have to address this problem, the fact that they are waiting to charge him. Surely he get a bail, because the plan is to keep him behind bars for as long as they can. That's why the charges, they keep coming like this. So how are you going to address this? How are we going to solve this problem? So when we comment, let's come up with a solution to address the problem that they are waiting to arrest him anyway. If he gets a bail, wherever court he will be. Let's say he's at the Constitutional Court. His case is being heard there. What they are going to do, they will send those people from the provisional level to say, wait, just follow the procedure, wait for him, and then let the court grant him the bail. When they are done granting the bail, as he leaves by the door, arrest him for another charge. We have a problem at hand that needs to be sorted. But then, I remember that I said the Constitution is fair and all of the stuff. I'm not a legal expert. Maybe where I'm seated, I only see problems. But maybe when you see solutions, because you are working in the system, you understand that, oh, Bongs, when you say you have these problems, probably 9 problems that you have named now, this is how these problems are going to be solved from a legal point of view. This is how we solve these problems. Because for now, I can only just blah, 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 blah. But what am I going to do? I don't have the necessary resources to assist here. I don't. And so it's a bit of a problem. I want to read your comments and be like, I didn't think of this solution, but there is a solution here. I want those people, because there are people here who are in the legal space. I've read your comments. And when I read your comment, I can tell that this person is in the legal space. This person knows what he's talking about. This person knows that, look, this person is not just talking and talking. This person knows, this person knows that this is how the legal things works. Because we have people like that in my comment section, I am interested to hear your thought about it. I am interested to hear your comment. I am interested to hear a solution to this entire problem. Maybe there is an application that needs to be made to either a constitutional court to have or to force the state to declare all the cases that they have, all the cases that they are intending to maybe maybe there's an application that needs to be made to the constitutional court or to the high court that will force them to declare all the charges they have against them. And maybe there's an application. This is me now trying to suggest a solution. Maybe there's an application that needs to be made to the high court or to the constitutional court to say, listen, this is the problem that we are facing. We have a reason to believe that they are intending to do 1, 2, and 3. And therefore, can the court release a judgment that will force the state to declare all the charges against him so that we can know what we are dealing with and we are not taken by surprise. And then we can then clearly apply for a bail if necessary. Then after applying for a bail, we can then deal with the actual case now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe there are solutions like that, but I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know. But you know what I know is that you know something. That which you know, which will solve the problems that I've put on the table, you must come forward or at least tell me that, Bongs, these are the solutions that we have. Otherwise, I am going to wait in the comment section below. Maybe there are problems that I don't know, but I'm just speaking about the problems that I know, right? I've just named the problems that I know. So, guys, having named all of the problems that I know, there's one problem as well that I know. And I have also this problem, man. I didn't mean to say I know, but even that, it's okay because I do know that really I have a problem. Do you know what's my problem? You know what my problem is? The fact that on the 2nd of March this year, when you think of 2nd of March, think of one thing, it's my birthday. And the aim is, the biggest thing that I can achieve is to get this channel to cross 40,000 subscribers. Then that's the biggest thing. To those that will be the members that would like to contribute to the channel, please continue to do so. It does help out a lot, right? I needed to buy an equipment. The cameras that I'm busy buying, the cheapest one that I've found currently on the market, it is valued at 15,700. It's on sale. That's Canon R50. That's a camera. Those are the type of equipments that I want to buy. Mics that I want to buy, they are very expensive. You're talking about Rode what mic? It's for podcasting. The other equipment that I want, you're talking about there's something called Rodecaster Pro, right? That's something that I need for podcasting. So when you subscribe, you like the video, you comment in the comment section below. When you watch the ads, when you join, become a member of this YouTube channel, then you are helping me to get closer to that target. And to those that have something in their pocket, you will use, when I say join, become a member, look where I say subscribe, you will use those banking details. Should you, or if your pockets are strong, but I've just named one of the ways to support this channel, right? Because we need to do a little bit of more of these stories, right? But we don't have equipment, right? So, yeah. For instance, the importance of having the equipment is that if you have, for instance, the cameras and the Rodecaster Pro, you see the calls that I'm making. I can make a video like this, but then connect that call. So it will be in this format where we make videos and you can call and they are connected and the call is clear. So you need that material. Also, what I've realized is that there are places that needs to be visited. There are people that I need to visit. I'll give an example about it. Look, there are people in Northwest that I need to visit. There are stories that needs to be captured concerning the case. Look, there are a lot of Teffo's clients. There are a lot of Teffo's clients that needs to be visited there. People who've got beautiful stories. Should I say beautiful or horrible? I don't know. I think it's horrible in a sense that it affects them negatively because of the state. Why? Because they were represented by Advocate Teffo. So we need to visit such people. But then how do you do this if you don't have material? Then there are stories. I remember that there's a story that I needed to cover as well, where there is this lady that was arrested, being suspected that she abused her own daughter and all the stuff, and it turns out that it was wrong. So I'm trying to say we need the material, so people must subscribe and understand the importance of the equipment, where we will document our own stories the way we want. That's the importance of owning the equipment. Otherwise, I can gladly tell you that we are moving towards look, this podcast is taking a direction where it's not just going to be about Senzo Meiwa, but that's going to happen after we've acquired the necessary equipment, such as the camera, the Rodecaster Pro, and all the stuff. We are moving towards a direction where I'm interested to deal with the untold stories, real stories that affect ordinary people. I'm interested to capture such stories. I'm interested to go in there and record such stories. There are stories out there of people, because this one of Senzo Meiwa, it happens to be on the spotlight. But as people continue to write, I kind of feel like, guys, I'm not able to assist everybody. But I'm making means and plans that we need to move towards a direction where, whether you are famous or you are not famous, but you must be heard. You must be able to tell your story as it is. So, and let me also address the people that are writing to me. Guys, to those that are writing to me for help, guys, it doesn't help if you are telling me about the story and you just go brief. Also, people have written a lot of things on my WhatsApp. The WhatsApp that I've published here. I think it starts with something. Let me check. There's a WhatsApp number that starts with where is this WhatsApp number, guys? I'm checking here, guys. There's a WhatsApp number. Yada 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 yada. Where is this WhatsApp number? Hey guys, hey, I've written a lot of things here. Hey, bantu bazongishaya la bathi bongani uthini manje la. Ningathuki guys, I need to get this WhatsApp number right. Oh yes, yeah. It says 081 587 4305. Let me repeat this one. It's 081 look, it's 081 587 4305. Do you know why I stopped promoting the number? It was simply because I have a lot of people that happens to write to me, right? When they write, hi, then I have to respond, hi, how are you? I'm good, and you? You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation that they want from me. However, it is possible to do that if only you are interacting with just few people. But then that WhatsApp number, you'll find that I've got 200 people. So when I say hi to this one says hi to, this one says hi to, this one says who. You know what I'm saying? it it will almost take 2 days to respond to everybody. So the simplest way is to, hi Bongs, my name is so and so and so. Then we go into the story now. Okay, this is my story. If there is case number, then you write the case number. You go. Unlike if you say hi, it's very difficult because I don't have a team that works with me behind the scene, a team that will deal with that. A magnetic team, I'm referring to people that can assist me in that. So if you write, kindly write everything. And two, you need to include everything. You need to include um you need to include what is this thing? You need to include, if there's a case number, include a case number. If you were in hospital, include such details so that we can attend, so that when I deal with your issue, look, it is complete. Every evidence that is there, it makes things easier for me. Right. I'm begging you guys, not like I'm being hard on you, but it's because if I were to show you the number of people that are sending me messages, sometimes I don't look, for most of the time, guys, I'm not even able to respond to those messages because I'm that busy on myself, look, in my own on my own time. How much more now when I have to give this an entire day? That means I can't progress. And it's very difficult that you have to answer one question and leave the others, guys. It's very, very, very difficult. But again, I will leave it here for today with the hope that it is, look, the message of the day was about advocate therefore and the people that are interested to help who advocate therefore and how people can help advocate therefore. I don't think if the constitution is as best as people say it is, I don't think that there is no solution to the problem. I just say that I just think that me as Bongani, who's not a legal expert, I just see problems that does not have a solution. For me, because I'm not a legal expert, but to those who are practicing, to those who are working with lawyers, they probably might have seen how lawyers deal with tough situations like this. Guys, can you kindly comment? I'm looking forward to read your comments. I'm looking forward to understand where we're going and how we can assist. In terms of protest, yeah, it's a bit difficult for me to organize a protest. Like I said, I just have to emphasize on this one. It is a bit difficult for me to organize a protest. It's a bit difficult, but to those that can, I will say, okay, yeah, people can organize a protest and just make sure that it complies with the South African constitution, in a sense that you don't go to Hoshimampuru now and then you breaking everything, so much so that the prisoners will have to be released or they escape while we are protesting at Hoshimampuru, and the next thing they come to me and say, yeah, you were inciting violence, yeah. Because that's what they will do. They will come to me and say, yeah, in your view, because they want me. So whatever you do, please also think for me as well, because you have heard this from me. So right now they are looking for any single mistake they can find against me. That's what they are doing. And I know because I've received that information from one of look from there, as they discuss that there are people that are saying, no man, this guy is innocent. Why do you want to target this innocent guy? And some, then they will tell me that, Bongs, this is what is going on here. These people are planning this, these people are planning this. So whatever you do, you must also be cognizant of that, you don't want Bongane to end up like Ngizwe Mchunu, where it took longer for him to prove his innocence, but finally he's free. So I'm saying they will do whatever it takes to arrest me because I spoke about it. So to to any person, to any individual that is planning to organize a protest, kindly do so in the confines of the law, and that cannot, because you don't want a situation where they end up directing the attention from the actual trial and make it look like, you know what, look at these people are being violent, they are protesting against advocate Teffo, and look at how violent they are. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to create such a situation that now will divert the attention from the actual thing. So if you are protesting, just one favor, please, just make sure that that protest is as peaceful as it can. That is, I think, something that Advocate Therefore will appreciate. Otherwise, guys, I love you. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like the video, comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Doing all these things, guys, it is free of charge. Till the next video, good people, please take care.